Hello, I'm going to do a video here. I'm just doing this off the cuff. I just read a news article about Pope Francis, and it reminded me of the problems within the Catholic Church today, and the charge that Catholics make, Catholic apologists, those that defend the Catholic faith, charge against Protestantism. That Protestantism is splintered up beyond recognition. 33,000 supposed denominations, which is a lie, of course. They misread an encyclopedia article on churches by area in the United States. But yeah, with Pope Francis, what we see is liberalism, post-modernism. It's been going on in the church for a while, since Vatican II. Since the Vatican II Council, 1962 to 65. I have the documents behind me, 2 volumes. But Catholics make that charge against who they say are Protestants. Now, I want to make a couple observations. Point number 1 is that the word Protestant has a certain meaning to it. Not every church that's non-Catholic is a Protestant. Not every church that's non-Catholic is a Protestant. All Protestants are evangelical, but not all evangelicals are Protestant. If your denomination or faith did not come out of the magisterial Reformation, well, you're not Protestant. If you came later with the Radical Reformation or with the Great Awakenings, that's evangelicalism. There's only a couple groups, two streams that are actually Protestant. Confessional conservative Lutheranism, confessional conservative Calvinism, Reformed believers. That's Protestantism. And so Catholic apologists try to say, well, look, you guys are so divided, so on and so forth, when in fact there's more division. There's so much division within the Catholic Church. If you want to call evangelicalism Protestantism and say it's splintered and splintered, yeah, sure, it's splintered and splintered, but that's not Protestantism at all. That's evangelicalism. And they'll go as far as to say the Mormons. Look at the Protestants. They're a mass Mormon. They include the Mormons in there. The Mormons are Protestant. Come on now, not even evangelical. Carl Keaton does this. I have his work Beyond Me Catholics and Catholicism and fundamentalism versus fundamentalism. Scott Hahn does this in his works. Rome, Sweet Home. Robertson Jennett does it in his work on Sola Scriptura, which I have as well. I have all these works. But it's a guilty charge. Look at the Catholic Church of today. It's a mess. You have traditional Catholics, you have liberal Catholics, and you have Sedevacantist Catholics. That's division. They're not united for 2,000 years, going back to Peter. Traditional Catholics would be those that would maybe or probably go by the Latin Mass, the pre-Vatican II Mass. After Vatican II, the Mass was not Latin, it was in the vernacular of the people. And so the traditional Catholic does not want to go with Vatican II change as much at all. Then there's liberals that don't really care. Then there's Sedevacantists, which means the empty chair of Peter. And they believe, Mel Gibson, the actor, he's a Sedevacantist Catholic. They have left the church organization, and they've done so because they believe that Sedevacantism, the definition, means empty seat, that the seat of Peter has been empty. There has not been a valid pope since before Vatican II. And now, is this division? Yeah, it's division. There's more division in Rome than in Protestantism. Lutheranism, Reformed. Lutheranism, Reformed. That's Protestant. Lutheranism, Calvinist. Confessional Calvinist, not Sovereign Grace Calvinist. Confessional Calvinist. So that's a straw man argument. The Catholic apologists try to raise. and tear it apart vigorously, misrepresenting the actual evidence and duping the people that don't study for themselves anyway. Yeah, that's just a couple of thoughts on when it comes to Catholicism and their charge against Protestantism and the division. I should mention this. They say the division is caused by sola scriptura, which is a doctrine out of the Reformation was sola fide. These are the two main, the formal and material beliefs of the Reformation. Sola scriptura says that the Bible is our final authority on faith and morals. It does not say that we reject church history, because Lutheran, Reformed, Protestant does accept church history, does accept the creeds, the Apostles' Creed, Nicene, Athanasius, accepts the first 7 ecumenical councils, but they are below Scripture. If they contradict Scripture, Scripture is our final authority, not our only authority, but our final authority in faith and morals. Okay, and so they misrepresent Protestantism there as well, and they say sola scriptura, Bible alone. Oh, look at the mess it made. Look at the mess the Catholics are in by not going by the Bible alone. Just doing this off the cuff, just a couple random thoughts on the subject matter as I've seen this newspaper article a few minutes ago. Okay, thanks for watching.